Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time here. So this is going to be the love and spirituality reading for fire signs, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. And this will apply to your sun, moon, and rising signs, and also your Venus sign. And I'll also be doing an extended video, so I will leave the link to that in the description box down below. So I usually do these readings in a certain format, like I usually do them past, present, and future, but I'm not doing that today. I'm just going to be doing this very intuitively. If specific timelines do come up, like if something is from the past or something like that, I'll mention it, but I'm just, like I said, I'm just doing it intuitively here. So at the bottom of the deck is the outside energy. So this is the energy of someone or a situation that is influencing you that is outside of you, whether it be a partner, an ex, a family member, a work environment. Just take it as it resonates, but it's outside energy. So that is the Six of Pentacles. So there's an outside energy that is taking a lot from you and not really giving you anything in return. And it's making you feel extremely off balance. From what I'm hearing, some of you are not really aware that this is happening. It's like you're aware of it, but you don't know how bad it is, or you don't know the full extent of it. So for example, it could be something that has been taking place for so long that it's like you're used to it. For example, if you have a partner who it's like they don't really hold their weight when it comes to, you know, household things like cleaning or cooking or whatever. It's like you're the one that's used to kind of holding the household down and doing all those things on your own. And you've been doing it like that for so long that it's a routine, and you don't really understand that they're putting a lot of burden on you unnecessarily because you've been in it for so long. I hope that makes sense. So like I said, that can apply to romance, that can apply to family members. It's like you're carrying the weight, or someone is taking from you and giving very little, and you're not aware of it because it's been going on for so long. So some of you are really needing to look at that and kind of reevaluate that, because the next card up is the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles talks about juggling and having way too much on your plate. So yeah, some of you are really needing to sit and figure out what it is that you are feeling weighed down by, is what I'm hearing, because there's just way too many things on your plate. And I feel like it's unnecessary. Some of the things are unnecessary, and some of the things are coming from a person or a situation that has the ability to help or has the ability to take the burden off of you, but they're choosing not to. It's a very strange energy here. But you're needing to kind of sit and really look at the things you've been juggling and the things that you've been carrying and figure out what you need to drop, because it's way too much on your plate. It's way too much on your shoulders. And from what I'm hearing, this will go on forever if you don't make the conscious decision to move away from it, because this outside energy is benefiting from it. So it wouldn't make any sense for them to drop it or for them to stop acting the way that they're acting. So it will be up to you to drop the dead weight, or to make a change, or to put your foot down and to say enough is enough. I'm carrying too many burdens. If you're not going to help me, then you got to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? It will be up to you to make that decision. And with the Tower card rooting that card down, from what I'm hearing, some of you could have, it's like you've been thinking about doing this, or like you've got intuitive downloads saying that you need to drop this burden or you need to make a change, but you're afraid of rocking the boat. Like I said, some of you are just very comfortable. You've been in a very comfortable space, meaning that you're just used to this. Like, this is something that you do, you're used to it, and it's a comfort for you, not because it's benefiting you and not because it's helping you, but because you've just been in it for so long. So some of you could be afraid of change, and that's why you're putting up with things that need to be changed, because you are afraid of said change. So the Judgment card is here. And again, I'm not seeing any timelines for this. So this juggling or this having this burden could have taken place in the past, or it could be taking place right now. So just kind of take it as it resonates. But we have the Judgment card here in the center. So the Judgment card in reverse is about not making a call. And I do think that this is talking about you not making a call, you not making a judgment call, because again, it's like this fear of things ending. The Death card in reverse is like a fear of letting something go, letting something die. And death in this case would be something very beneficial. It's not an actual death. It's more like a death of a certain situation or a certain cycle or a certain way of doing things that can be very beneficial for you, because once you let go of doing things a certain way or carrying other people's burdens, it's like a huge transformation happens, and then you move to a more peaceful space. But it's like you're refusing to make that judgment call because it looks like you're very afraid of change. Because the Tower card here and the Death card here is about holding on to something that desperately needs to be transformed. From what I'm hearing, some of you are thinking that you can't let something go or you can't make this change because you're thinking that the other person or this, whatever this people or this person or the situation are, it's like you're afraid that they can't make it on their own. Oh, this is a confusing message. I hope that this is making sense. So for example, let's say that you take care of your adult child. Let's say you have a child that's in their 20s and you think they can't make it on their own. So you are the one that financially takes care of them, or it's like you don't demand that they become independent because it's like you kind of feel like they can't be without you. Like you feel like you have to be the one to take care of them. So it's like the change that you're needing to make, you're more so afraid that if you make the change, they won't be able to fend for themselves. That's just an example. Doesn't have to be that, but that's an example. So some of you could really feel like whoever, like, or whatever it is that you are carrying this weight of, you can't drop it because you feel like the other person can't handle you dropping it. But I'm seeing that that's a form of enabling, in that it would actually benefit both of you for you to drop it or to make some sort of drastic change, because both of you are in a comfort zone that is not going to help either of you grow. I really hope this is making sense. This seems like a very specific message here. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Afraid to make a judgment call. Afraid of starting over is what I'm hearing. Seven of Pentacles is here. So the Seven of Pentacles is about, this is definitely a repeating message. The Seven of Pentacles is about time invested, time put into something. So some of you could be afraid to drop this burden or be afraid to make this change because you've put so much energy and effort into the situation that it's like you feel like if you drop it, then all of it would have been for nothing, you know? So it's like you're continuing to carry this burden on your own and take care of these things on your own because you've already invested so much time in it that you're just hoping that things are going to turn around because you don't want to give it up because you've already invested so much time, is what I'm seeing. With the Eight of Swords rooting that down, it's almost like, again, this is like you've been in this energy for so long that I don't think you even realize how much it mentally drains you because it's been so long. It's been happening for so long. I don't think you really see how much it is kind of burdening you. Let me see what's below this card. Let's see. Nine of Wands. That's the trauma card, the PTSD card. Yeah, this is like, whatever this situation is, it's putting you through a lot. And it seems to me that it's triggering you a lot. But you don't necessarily see that because it's been going on for so long. It's like one of those things where you don't realize how bad something is until you tell someone else and they're just looking at you like, what the hell? Like they look shocked and alarmed and you're like, oh, it is that bad, isn't it? Like it takes for like someone else to tell you like, what the hell, like the situation, you're living real foul, like this person is treating you really, really bad, and you're like, oh, okay, I didn't really see it, that I didn't know it was that terrible. Like sometimes when we're in it, we don't see how much it actually is affecting us, is what I'm seeing. And I think this other person too, they have some things within them that needs to be fixed in some way, or needs to be healed in some way. And they never have to heal those things as long as they can kind of lean on you, is what I'm seeing. So as you can see, this exchange is hurting both people. Even though it seems like it's helping, it's really not. It's hindering the growth of both people. I'm wondering if some of you could have like sort of a savior complex. Like you don't really feel right unless you are saving someone, or that you are overextending yourselves, because that could be the role that you were placed in at a very young age. Like you are the savior. You're the one that people come to for help. You're the one that's always giving and overextending. Like that's a role that has been forced on you for some of you. And it's like you're replaying that role in whatever the situation is and not really realizing that it's detrimental to both you and the other person, or the other party that's involved. It could be friend, romantic, you know, take it as it resonates. It could be work, putting a lot of energy into a work situation that is not giving you the proper respect or the rewards that you need, and you're afraid to quit and start fresh. So it could be a couple different things. Just have to take it as it resonates. But all I do know is that it's going to benefit all parties involved for you to kind of sit and reflect on making a drastic change here, because the way that things are going now, it'll keep going like this forever if a drastic change is not made. And I think you have to be the one to make it. So I think that that's it for, yeah, I'm not getting anything else intuitively. I'm going to clarify all of these cards. We're going to look more into the outside energy and what's going on with them in the extended. So I will reshuffle, and then I will see you on my Vimeo channel in the extended video. I'll leave the link to that down below. So I will see you on Vimeo.